I think the thing that excites me the most about this season of Dancing with the Stars is that it has this nostalgic feeling of when the show first began, and yet it has this new spin on it with this new energy of audience members that found us through the digital world. And so it's almost like the show has had a new life and a new energy about it. And at the same time, it still feels exactly how it felt when we first started.
I think we owe a certain debt of gratitude to Charli D'Amelio, right? 2 seasons ago, right? The winner of the show. And I think it's important because what she did was she opened up the TikTok, the social media audience, and brought those kids to the show and made it okay for them to watch a show that they originally thought was their grandmother's, right? And now it is cool to watch this show and be 16, be 15, right? Be 12, be 18, be 23, right? That audience now finds the show to be interesting and fun and, the saying, water cooler, next day conversations. But now it's happening on social media. And Charli brought us that audience, and then every year since, we've built on that, right? We had more social engagement last season than the show has probably ever had in all the seasons leading up to last season.
What initially drew me into wanting to join Dancing with the Stars was going to a live taping last season and just seeing everyone all come all together and be such a family, and it was so much fun in there. So that initially drew me in, and then when I first got the call was really only a few months later, and it was a very easy yes for me, and I've just been anxiously awaiting to start because I feel like that was so long ago. So I'm ready for the season to start.
I was drawn to Dancing with the Stars because I began my career as a dancer, and then life happened, and things kept happening, kept getting in the way, and it took me further and further from the thing that I love so much. So if I don't do this now, when am I going to do it? I began my career as a dancer. I trained in modern, like Graham and Dunham, contemporary jazz, of course, ballet. And then once I became a professional, you do kind of a little bit of everything. A lot of it's jazz, some of it's just movement, and then I was also in a lot of early hip-hop videos as a hip-hop dancer.
To be a part of the Dancing with the Stars 20th anniversary feels incredible. I have been a fan of Dancing with the Stars for all 20 years. I knew that there was always a chance I was going to do the show. I just didn't know when the time was going to be. The fact that the timing feels this right and it's the 20th anniversary feels like kismet.
Read this poem out loud. Poem? Please, not a poem.
Listen, I developed that donut in the sky dance 32 years ago or whatever it was, and it's about time it makes a comeback, red lipstick and all. So yeah, you can plan on seeing that.
I mean, it feels incredibly exciting to be a part of, Dancing with the Stars. Being around for 20 years, you've seen a lot of great athletes, great entertainers, and then the professionals having the ability to see, a show like this, bring joy to America, inspire people at home and motivate them to dance and get in shape. I think it's been great. It's been a great run, and it'll continue to be a great run.
Dance speaks to people universally because everyone can understand it. When you watch a dance, you feel certain emotions. It brings up memories. Maybe even the song does. Everyone can understand it.
With high pressure moments, obviously I've been on the world's biggest stage twice in my life, and I think understanding that if you bring in the crowd and you bring in, you know, the understanding of you've done it so many times over and over again that it's going to be completely fine if you just trust the process. I think the biggest things that I tell myself is, you know, always remember that you practiced it once before, you're that girl basically, and that, you know, you kind of put yourself in that moment and it's just you in that moment. So just really thriving to the end goal.
As a singer, I feel like I can bring musicianship and dynamics. I feel like I can really flow with the music and I won't get off the beat, because in a cappella it's so complex and you're having to think about so many things. So I think I'll have that advantage. I hope that audiences feel a little more free to be themselves. I feel like my dream in life is to inspire, especially queer kids, to be themselves and to be authentic and to spread love.
What drew me to Dancing with the Stars? This is a chance to conquer a huge fear of mine. I've never performed, I've never really been on stage. So this is a time for me to grow and really explore a new chapter in my life. I think what I'm looking forward to most is I always felt like I could dance, but I've never learned. So it was always scary to jump into something that I know I suck at. So I'm hoping this experience will teach me the basics of how to dance and I'll actually excel, because I really think deep down, I think I can do it, but I've never tested myself. So I'm excited to just push myself in that way.
I've had some great experience working with some of the great choreographers in the world, dancing along some of the greatest dancers in the world. I've performed on award shows, I've performed on tours all over the world, music videos, choreography for films. I've been doing it my whole life, even on the Academy Awards. But I've always managed to stay within my own comfort zone of design, meaning I was part of the choreography. So to be doing something so outside of my comfort zone and so outside of the box at this stage in my life and career is going to be a challenge.
So I started doing ballet when I was very little, like 2, but it was like baby ballet. And then I did some flamenco because my whole family lives in Spain and that was a big part of my childhood. And then I started doing ballroom dancing in my early teens. I was a gymnast and I saw Dirty Dancing and I saw those silver shoes and I was like, I need to do this. I got more serious about it in my mid-teens and I loved it so much. And so I would practice all the time and it just really became my passion. I broke my hip when I was 25 and I was in a wheelchair and I couldn't walk for almost a year. So this is really fun to get back into the dancing.
What drew me to joining Dancing with the Stars was just the fact that it's been a dream my whole life. I grew up watching Dancing with the Stars, and yeah, how I started this journey with social media and reality TV in the first place was through my dancing videos, and so I feel like this is just the next step to sharing more of who I am and my story.
I think the special sauce that I'm bringing to the competition that will set me apart is that I'm no stranger to looking like an ass on television. I've done it plenty, so I don't have any fear of that.
Doing this season of Dancing with the Stars is fulfilling a childhood dream. I am doing this season because I want to follow in my sister's footsteps. I remember being a little kid, coming into the ballroom, every live show, watching Bindi, just in such awe. I was so proud of her, and I thought, I got to do that one day. She talked about this experience as the closest thing she ever came to flying. And now, to be here a decade later, it is such an honor. When I got that call, it was a very, very quick yes. And I think you could hear the screams of excitement from Australia. My whole family are here with me, supporting me on this journey, and I'm so happy for this brilliant new chapter to begin.
It's truly remarkable that a show that has been on for almost now 34 seasons can stay so true to the integrity of how it began and continue to evolve the way that it has. And I think the reason people are coming back over and over again and we're getting new audience members is because this show is rooted in family, it's rooted in transformation, it's rooted in actually rooting for people. It's such a positive environment where, not only do we feel like we're at home in the ballroom, but we're at home in your living rooms and it feels like you're right there with us. So this show has transcended trends. It's transcended, things that have gone out of style. This show is timeless.